We have to talk about our newest member of the Professor Watchlist. Welcome, Dr. Sam Richards.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
You're disgraced.
You're the worst. He's a professor. He's a professor of sociology at Penn State University. He's prominently known for teaching race and ethnic relations, and the class is allegedly the largest race and cultural relations course in the United States, according to Penn State's website. His course addresses relevant racial, political, and cross-cultural issues amongst young adults. He has some absolutely insane things to say in his lectures. First off, he talks about white discomfort. So he often suggests that white supremacy is embedded in American culture and accuses American Christians of seeking to overthrow the government. This is what he had to say in his class.
Ooh.
You're going to be at graduation and you're going to assume that these two guys are equal, and they're not equal. It's not. We are not there, my friends. We are not there.
You said something interesting before we jumped on the show.
Yeah.
Thinking about those two that are in front of the class.
I want to hear their perspective. I wonder, both of those boys look uncomfortable in that situation. I want to see what the white boy was thinking. I want to see what the black guy was thinking. And I want to know, like, do you feel all right with what he was saying? Also, the face of the professor, he really thought he was doing something cool there. He really was like, yeah kids, I'm the woke man teaching you the cool stuff. And everybody's just like,
But Charlie speaks on this stuff all the time too, and exposes these teachers and the radical stuff that they're pushing in these universities. So when you hear something like this, Charlie usually has a lot of great things to say about, hey, this is how you combat this stuff. Start pulling out funding. Don't go to these schools, and actually expose the radicalism that's on these university campuses.
Hey, you know what? Professor Watchlist was one of the first things that Turning Point USA ever did. And it got him a lot of press, and it got him a lot of scorn from the National Activist Media class, because the idea of putting people on a watch list, that's McCarthyite, isn't it? That's a bad thing. Good, right? Good. We should be watching these people. Can I tell you, the best thing that came out of the pandemic was that kids, that came out of kids having to do school at home, you know, which is terrible. But parents would end up watching their students' lessons, which they'd never seen before, and they would be walking by doing their laundry, and they would say, wait a second. What did that teacher just say on Zoom? Hang on, hey, turn that up. And then they tune into this lesson, and the teacher is saying, well, you know, if you want to identify as a pansexual, polyamorous, furry, trans weirdo, then that's your right as a 6-year-old. And so now the parents are finally waking up to it. So that's one way we make people aware. The other way is obviously Professor Watchlist, and they do a really good job of it.
This is Charlie Kirk, founder and CEO of Turning Point USA. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Turning Point USA.